Are there Ivy League universities in Germany? What is the difference between a university of applied science and a private university? What university is best for me and how do I apply? These might be just some questions you might have asked yourself when preparing your scholarship application. Because remember that all applicants for our scholarship program must have applied for a study program at a university in Berlin or Potsdam. If your scholarship application is successful, you will not only pursue a bachelor's and master's degree, but also develop your own social project. So you must have a deep passion for social work and volunteering to be eligible for our scholarship program. But we're digressing, so let's go back to our question about the different universities found in Germany in our Good to Know video series. Hopefully the following overview will help you get oriented and also help you to decide which university is best for you. So, what kind of universities exist in Germany and how do they perhaps differ from the ones in your home country? Well, there are at least two different types of universities, public and private ones, and they might be different from the ones in your home country or the ones you are familiar with. Let's look at Ivy League schools first. When you hear Ivy League universities or Ivy League schools or the Russell Group of Institution, as it is called in England, you might immediately think about Harvard, Stanford, Cambridge, or Edinburgh. Since 2006, some German universities can also use this distinction Ivy League in their title, at least for the duration of 7 years. After that, a re-evaluation and new application process begins. The German Research Foundation, DFG, and the German Council of Science and Humanities, Wissenschaftsrat, administer the Excellence Initiative. As of 2019, there are 13 universities of excellence. Are there private universities? It might come as a surprise, but compared to their counterparts located in the US or UK or elsewhere, these German Ivy League universities are not necessarily private ones. In fact, they are public universities, which are mostly funded by taxes. Since they belong to the Universities of Excellence and are endorsed by the Excellence Initiative, they also have access to a shared endowment. In general, these universities mostly focus on research and publication. Here's a list of the current Universities of Excellence in Germany. Three of them are actually located in Berlin. How cool is that? Since SBW Berlin is also located in Berlin. So, Freie Universität Berlin, Humboldt-Universität zu Berlin, and Technische Universität Berlin form the Berlin University Alliance, and along with the medical school Charité Berlin, collaborate on projects and interdisciplinary research. So, what does it cost to attend them or other public universities? And how are they different from private universities in Germany? You might be aware by now that it is kind of topsy-turvy here. Public schools might belong to the Universities of Excellence, which are often research and publication oriented. So private universities should not be viewed as their counterparts in other countries, such as the US or UK or elsewhere. To apply for a study program at a private university seems easy at first. The application to a program at the private university is often submitted through the respective university portal. It is often free of charge and decisions are made relatively quickly. If you want to attend a study program at a public university, you often have to submit your application using another platform or through UniAssist. We'll talk more about UniAssist in a different Good to Know video, by the way. But we want to note here that UniAssist charges €75 to apply. The processing time takes a bit longer and there are certain deadlines to keep in mind. So you need to plan accordingly and leave plenty of time to prepare both your university application and your scholarship application. But it will be worth it. Why? Well, private universities will ask for a deposit between 500 and €1,000 plus campus fees. That could be 300 or more before issuing an university admission letter, which you'll need to apply for your visa, which is usually the visa type D. Remember that our scholarship program, and thus any financial support, only begins at the beginning of a semester after we welcomed the scholarship recipients in Berlin. That is usually in October for the winter semester and April for the summer semester. In addition, private schools charge monthly tuition fees. That could be 800 or more. Or semester course fees. That could be 3,000 or more. And a semester ticket fee. That's about €200 at the moment. The semester ticket covers student services available on campus and public transportation. Not all private universities offer a semester ticket, and students have to take care of purchasing public transportation tickets on their own. A monthly subscription for public transportation is approximately €67 in Berlin without considering special governmental campaigns. If a student does have a semester ticket, he or she can use any public transportation in Berlin without having to sign up for additional subscription. So no extra charges here or no extra work here. Compared to private universities, public universities do not charge deposit fees or campus fees. There are also no course fees unless you are pursuing a continuing education master's degree, such as international health at a Charité or international dispute resolution at Humboldt or others. Students attending a program at the public university, and remember that includes Berlin's Ivy League universities, Freie Universität, Humboldt-Universität zu Berlin, and TU Berlin, merely must pay the semester fee, about €200, to use campus facilities and public transportation. Regardless of which university you are attending, you also need to consider purchasing books and writing supplies. So you see, while private universities might look appealing at first, especially in terms of the application process, in the long run, attending a public university might be even more advantageous. So, how do you find the right university? We have already looked at the different application and selection process at the public and private universities and the overall cost of attending them. Let's look at the different types of universities in more detail. A university or Universität centers on science and research and the acquisition of scientific method and scientific writing, allows insight into the current state of research, but is theory-heavy and requires self-determination and self-discipline. Although that applies for every study program and university. A University of Applied Science, Fachhochschule or Hochschule für angewandte Wissenschaft, is more professional and practice-oriented. Most of the time, a technical college entrance qualification is sufficient to attend a study program here. And by the way, this kind of university is also public. A private university may be accredited and often has good contacts to the economy market. Student support might be better than at other universities, but course fees are high. Private universities are often for profit and charge extra fees. For example, when you fail an exam and you must repeat it to complete a course. Here, we should add a quick note. Be aware that a scholarship could be revoked if a scholarship recipient fails 2 final exams. That can be a lot of pressure when the university charges an extra fee and when one must pass the retake exam to keep the scholarship. So think carefully about which type of university you want to attend and do some research about the respective university. Let's imagine that you have picked the university type that fits your needs, but you do not know what to study. How can you find the right study program? First, reflect on your strengths. What are you really good at? Where do you accelerate? You can do a personality test to find out your strengths. Some universities have a questionnaire available on their website to select a study program that is most suitable for you. The only drawback here is that these tests are often only available in German. Also, think about your favorite subjects in primary school or high school, but be aware that the material you might be familiar with because of a class you took there in the past might be quite differently taught and discussed on the university level. An excellent grade in chemistry in high school, therefore, does not always guarantee the same grade at university level. Decide on a specialization. There are over 20,000 different study programs available in Germany. Whoa, that is a lot. Think about what you are interested in. Are you more into science, technology, engineering, or math? Are you a social person and like to interact with others? Are you creative? Is it easy for you to learn foreign languages? Depending on your answers, STEM fields, social science, or creative programs might be of interest. Also consider what career or professional opportunities do you have after completing the study program. So let's summarize. We have talked about Ivy League universities, distinguished between public and private universities, as well as universities of applied science. Last but not least, we discussed how to find a university that fits your needs and how to select a particular study program. Stay tuned for our other good to know videos about universities located in Berlin and Potsdam and what study programs are taught in English, and more information also on UniAssist. All videos are eventually available on our website as well as on our social media channels.